Good morning. Ladies and gentlemen, we're coming close to the end, I promise. And I want you all to know how much I appreciate what you're doing here for justice. And to thank you all from the bottom of my heart for the incredible sacrifices that you've made. Thank you. I would like to begin by first addressing the issue of Mark Furman. Just to be clear, is he a racist? Yes. Is he the worst LAPD has to offer? Yes. Should LAPD ever have hired him? No. Should such a person be a police officer? No. In fact, do we wish there were no such person on the planet? Yes. But the fact that Mark Furman is a racist and lie about it on the witness stand does not mean that we haven't proven that the defendant is guilty beyond a reasonable doubt. And it will be a tragedy if O.J. Simpson were found not guilty because of the racist attitudes of one police officer. There is an ocean of evidence that has been unchallenged by the defense. In an attempt to distract you from it, they took you through a twisted road. One moment saying the police are bumbling idiots. The next moment saying the police are cunning conspirators. They threw out alternate theories hoping one will stick. But instead of focusing on those distractions, I ask you to consider the evidence the defense did not and cannot refute. The shoe prints at Bundy were from a size 12 Bruno Magli shoe. The defendant wears a size 12. Hair from the defendant was on the kneecap at Bundy. Hair from the defendant was on Ron Goldsman's shirt. The glove found at Rockingham contains fibers that match Ron's hair. The glove contains fibers that match Nicole's hair. It has Nicole's blood. It has Ron's blood. It has the defendant's blood. The gloves are extra large, the defendant's size. Here are photos of the defendant wearing the Aries gloves at numerous football games. When limo driver Alan Park arrived, there was no Bronco out front. When he left with the defendant, there was now a Bronco parked outside. A drop of blood in the Bundy driveway matches the defendant at a rate of 1 in 170 million. Nicole's blood was on the defendant's shirt. This was a match at the rate of 1 in 6.8 billion. The blood on the rear gate at Bundy matches the defendant at a rate of 1 in 57 billion. There are only 5 billion people on the planet. That, ladies and gentlemen, is an identification. When the defendant was informed of his wife's death, he did not ask how she died. Think about that. He did not ask how she died. And then ask yourself, why? Ladies and gentlemen, to grasp this crime, you must first understand Mr. Simpson's relationship to his ex-wife, Nicole. It was a ticking time bomb. The fuse was lit in 1985, the very year they were married. Officers responded after Mr. Simpson beat Nicole and took a baseball bat to her Mercedes. Then, in 1989, Nicole had to call 911 again, fearing for her life. When officers arrived, Nicole ran towards them, yelling, "He's going to kill me, he's going to kill me." She had a black eye, a cut forehead, a swollen cheek. In her torn brow, Nicole pleaded with the officers, "You've come up here 8 times. You never do anything about him. And they want to tell you that the police conspired against Mr. Simpson?" This case is not about the N word. It is about O.J. Simpson and the M word, murder. I'm not afraid to point to him and say he did it. Why not? The evidence all points to him. In February 1992, Nicole filed for divorce. She was running away from the man who said he killed her. She saw the explosion coming. Why else file a safe deposit box with treating letters from the defendant, a will, and police photos of past beatings? She knew that the bomb could go off at any second, and then it did. On June 12, 1994, while their daughter danced, the defendant kept his eye fixed on Nicole. Spurn. Now imagine this defendant in the Bronco. He's full of anger and he's full of rage. And it is night time and he is driving. And the focus of his anger is Nicole. It is 10 o'clock. He's driving as fast as he can. He's out of control, folks. The fact that the kids are in the house means nothing to this man. Simpson has lost Nicole, and he is upset and angry. The fuse is getting shorter. The anger is building. The rage he has, the anger, the hate flows out of him and into the knife, and from the knife into her. With each thrust of the knife into her body, there is a release, a small release, and he stabs and cuts and slices until that rage is gone, until Nicole and Ron are gone. He's a murderer. He was also one hell of a great football player. But he's still a murderer.